#1 ranked Alabama welcomes Nick Saban's alma mater, 1-2 Kent State out of the MAC.
Bowling Green now an Alabama Crimson Tide member.
And a short kick and a fair catch taken by Alabama down at. All right, Cole, thank you. And with that, two starting wide receivers today, they start with some jet sweep action and the give to Damian Harris, who picks up 4. Thus far, early in the season for Alabama, he did not start the season opener against USC. Calvin Ridley with the carry.
210 yards and 2 touchdowns.
This is Harris again. Harris tripped up as he gets to midfield. A gain of 9. Out of the pistol. Once again on the ground. Harris taken down in the back.
Big stop for Kent State.
To Harris. And Harris picks up the first down. Running off the bench. True freshman out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Hurts wants to throw it for the first time. Has all day. And he swings it out to Jacobs. Makes the first man miss. Finally taken down by the second and third. A gain of 8 to the freshman. Air early in this one. Bo Scarborough now in running back. Hurts will keep this one on the right side. A blocker in front, paving the way down to the 20-yard line. A huge.
Have your way offensively.
Opening drive for Alabama. Hurts again. Another blocker out there. He's got the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen Hurts from 20 yards.
Who just moved over to offense this week along with O.J. Howard. Watch the block there by Howard. I tell you what. I think you could run behind a couple of blocks.
Point after for Alabama, an 8-play, 70-yard drive. Exactly what they wanted, a quick start.
Ability at that point in time. We'll get back to the rest of that after the kickoff.
Cavius Price, deep in the end zone, will take an either jet sweep. Sometimes can bum fuzzle the freshman quarterback. Malik Mitchell out of the shotgun. And he will hand it off on first down to Justin Rankin. He's got a big gain to the outside. Rankin down the sideline. High-stepping his way inside the 30. And a big play on first.
Well, what a dynamic true freshman in Justin Rankin. You see the give it, the bounce, the hop to the outside, and then some speed. A bad angle by Ronnie Harrison. And that allows
scrimmage so far this season. To Rankin again, this time testing the middle, and he'll find 2. And then a triple overtime loss against North Carolina A&T. This is Cavius Price trying to find the edge, and that's what Kent State will do a lot with their
this drive rolling.
Play clock at 1. Kent State will not get it off. They got credit for a timeout on this opening drive as they look at a 3rd and 6.
That is their first charge timeout of the half.
Best offensive lineman started 31 straight games.
The southpaw with a shovel pass with his right hand to Rankin, and he gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage by wide right.
Said I wanted a situation where I could have some success and stay long term.
Play action, Hurts a wobbler. Incomplete to Ridley. Tried to make a play. Now he's 2nd and 10 now. And they leave it on the ground for Joshua Jacobs. Jacobs going over the top of Nate Hawley.
Right here to Alabama.
Play action to him, and they swing it out to Howard. O.J. Howard, who had a remarkable postseason last year for probably the best in the nation.
I don't know. This kid has, potential-wise, it's off the chart.
So here's Jacobs again, bounces to the outside and tripped up. You mentioned Jacobs.
He might be the best of all the backs.
Play action again. Hurts flushed off the hands of Jacobs.
And that's one you got to have. Come along with the ability to catch passes down the field.
Another mistake up front for Alabama. Alphonse Taylor in at right.
False start on the offense, number 50. 5-yard penalty. It remains 2nd down.
A fantastic player for a long time.
To the outside, complete to Cam Sims. Pick up
and I'm in full agreement with Cole.
3rd down. Dangerous pass caught, and the extra yardage fought for. Right at perfect on 4th down this season. Scarborough has the first down.
Scarborough.
Hurts wants it all. End zone, caught. Out of bounds at the 1 is Cam Sims.
Through some a knee injury suffered in the spring. And then all of a sudden you've got all that talent in Ardarius Stewart and Robert Foster. Talented player himself.
10th play of the drive. Jacobs straight ahead and in.
The sideline. All of a sudden you can turn it around, have the luxury of a good solid offensive line that gets tremendous push up front to get Jake.
Cooper Bateman on the hold, and the kick's good. Alabama has 15 for 15 in the red zone. Here's Cavius Price from the 6. Will recover. Only in time to get popped and drilled at the 11.
The Tide, at the rate they're being injured.
Here's Rankin on the left side. Kobe Brissett was stayed likely to play 2 quarterbacks today, including George Bolus. Rankin, nothing doing there. Swallowed up by Dalvin Tomlinson. You saw that. Mitchell, the lefty, heaves one downfield too much, too strong, trying to find Nick Holley. He stands at his 50. Derek Adams will kick it away for Kent State.
It's punt.
Fair catch taken.
Just continuing to develop as a passer.
And they go play action. Hurts steps up in the pocket. Will now try to run for it. Hurts down the sideline and scrambles out of bounds. There's interesting on the left side. Hurts out of the shotgun now. Play action again, looking for Howard. He was open early. It's tipped and he still caught it. It's a late throw.
Raising my hands on the crossing route to Howard. Give it to him. You see him crossing your screen right in the middle, and he's so wide open. I wanted to throw him a ball from up here.
That's how I know a receiver's open. Andre starts waving. Dalvin Ridley on the perimeter. Hurts looks the opposite way. Gets this one out to Cam Sims. So Alabama's on 2nd and 4, slow developing, not for long. Joshua Jacobs fighting his way through. Touchdown for the freshman from 24.
What a talented player. Watch the blocking up front, pulling the left guard, the tight end right there sealing things off. And then now it's just one-on-one, which is all you could ever ask for on a 3rd level with a running back and a safety. And Jacobs losing the shoe right there, coming out of the shoe and still finding his way into the end zone.
4 carries, 51 yards, and 4 plays, 55 yards.
You taste it. You start to taste Saturday afternoons, it becomes contagious, and you want on the field.
Malik Mitchell and Kent State trying to make something happen. He's pressured and will have to try and scramble out of this one. Flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a hold.
No offensive line has held yet this year?
No.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense, number 93. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Still see him here.
Yes.
The hands. Boy, just tossing an offensive lineman like that. That's
Connor Shinsky.
Just pure power.
Rankin couldn't quite find the edge.
Defensive lineman. Both he and Allen, very talented.
Pressure coming. They try to get out of screen, and that's blown up by Eddie Jackson. 4-man rush on 3rd and 9. Incomplete off the hands of Rankin.
Time again using inside moves early.
Xavier Marks stands inside his 20. Derek Adams gets away a booming punt. Back all the way to the 8-yard line. He's going to try to make something happen. Marks gets swallowed up. And Jacobs henches to block for Hurts on the rollout. And a long run will net him 2 yards. Here's Emmons on the touch. Got blockers in front. He's got a first down, and now he has a sideline. Hard hit from Nate Holley to force him. Coming out of the MAC, he transferred in from Bowling Green. Play action, Hurts. Pressured. In the face of pressure, lets it go. Incomplete. Trayvon Diggs. Both baseball and football there. 2nd and 10. Toss to Bo Scarborough. Scarborough tripped up. Out there blocking. He said after the Ole Miss win, he was the only person that didn't get an IV. Even his strength coach did.
Just kind of got tripped up. Really didn't see much, maybe on the landing. The intended tackler there came in, and he actually missed as Scarborough started to hurdle.
Leg injury. Now Joshua Jacobs back in, and a low snap. Hurts trying to make something out of it. And he'll wisely chuck this one to the sideline.
And that's where
to the outside, and Sims second effort to spin it upfield. Howard in motion. Here's Jacobs, another Alabama first down, another big run for Joshua Jacobs. Montez Hurts fires in zone, incomplete, trying to find Cam Sims, who wanted the flag.
Eliminate and find the open receiver.
Here's Jacobs. Joshua Jacobs has more yards in this game than he did in the previous 3 games.
Down the field for the big play.
Here's a toss to B.J. Emmons. And Emmons stays with it. I've been really impressed in this first quarter on every possession to start this game. As we open the second quarter, they're looking to do the same on their 4th possession of the game this season. This is the 11th play of the drive. To the fade. Wow, big hit on Calvin. One of the most productive defensive players in the country. 2nd in the country at nearly 16 tackles a game.
And last year, he had a heck of a finish to the 2015 season where he had 15+ tackles.
Targeting on the defense, number 7. The previous play is under further review.
What do you got on that one? There is no 7 in on the play, so watch 18. Misspeak by our official today. Remember,
I don't think that's targeting at all. They don't even, the helmets don't make contact.
After review, there is no foul for targeting. Number 9 is not disqualified. 2nd down.
That's what we thought.
Lee Hedrick is our referee. Here's B.J. Emmons at tailback, trying to pick up a block, and Hurts swings it out to Garrett Dieter. Dieter towards the marker. No, my point is, you can throw too tight, and Hurts lost his footing under center. We had this discussion go wrong with a shotgun snap. He said, actually, a lot of things can go wrong when you're under center, too, and this time he just got stepped on.
Yeah, that's the right guard just taking a big step right or left. It's Lester Cotton that steps on. What's going to happen when you're under center, having your foot stepped on?
Hurts trying to change direction.
As well as losing one when you're
from the 11. The freshman Hurts throws on the run, too strong, trying to find Cam Sims. And Alabama perfect in the red zone. Yesterday he said, you know, maybe I wasn't ready. They didn't think I was, but it probably would have changed my life. Terry sidles in and gets right up next to me as Kent State runs a reverse here with Kavion Price. A lot of running, and he lost the football. Picked up by Alabama. That was going nowhere. Then he coughed it up.
Right here. That's the play is over. He's going nowhere. Protect the football. Ronnie Harrison comes up with it.
So probably conflicted emotions for Nick Saban's former teammates watching this one. And Alabama domination early on. Miss Terry, his Southern California. This is his first snap of the day, and he's pressured. And Barnett will get thrown for a loss.
He's been the man under center first ever since.
And now he goes deep down the sideline into coverage. Dieter off of his hands.
To him. See here, forcing it into coverage. Bad angle by Foster. Actually jumps a little bit too early.
Kent State brings pressure from the edge. Barnett already sacked once, gets tripped up, and he's sacked for the 2nd time. And after the next 20, they've netted just 69 yards. Griffith's got the leg, and he's got the accuracy. Alabama this morning. Ernest Calhoun back to receive this one. From the 1. Calhoun out past the 20, 27-0.
Wins, but just not look very impressive.
Malik Mitchell lets it go complete, and Will Matthews got Walt Foster as a quarterback of that Alabama defense. Low snap, pressured by Minka Fitzpatrick, and Malik Mitchell thrown for a loss.
Timing of the playoff. See it here, a little low. That's the 2nd one. It's hard to handle. You got a free rusher coming off the edge. You can't gather it fast enough and get it out.
Last year, starting every game en route to a national championship. Pressured again. And another sack. It was started by Reuben Foster. Almost got it. And Marks lets it take a big hop. And it will trickle back into Alabama territory inside the 40. Cole, we're noticing Barnett operating on the shotgun behind Bradley Bozeman. And catch made. Great hands by Calvin Ridley. So that's by design. We'll take on it in just a moment. Joshua Jacobs in at running back. Trying to stretch this one out. Cole, if I were the quarterback, I'm just speaking. Barnett Gets turned around again and finally dumps it off and finds Joshua Jacobs. Something out of nothing there. Nate Holley. Sims in motion, showing the jet sweep. B.J. Emmons on the right side. Holley and Cuthbert in on the tackle for Kent.
Answer to that was no.
I got 1B. Over the middle, complete. Here's Howard. Touchdown, Alabama, 34 yards.
He brings Howard from left to right this time. You see the middle of the field open. It was a line shot. This one's got a little air under it. Tell you what, nice job of throwing, leading the tight end out in front where he just catches.
61 yards. Griffith adds the point after. Calhoun will watch that one go out of bounds at the 1, and so a flag on the play, and that will give Kent State. Miles Washington in a tailback for Kent State now. Washington takes it left side and only picks up 1. Kind of like Nick Saban. He said initially, I didn't want to get into coaching. I wanted to be an FBI agent. Got a taste of it after going back to his high school and helping out as Raekwon James takes it for 5. The program has really faltered. Just 10-28 for a program going into that game, which had won 50 for this Kent State program now and going forward. Trailing Alabama 34-0. A low punt will take a Kent State hop, and they'll let that one trickle inside the 5, and it's down inside that 5-yard line.
Ball game so far.
Freshman from Folsom, California. They run that right side, and turning up the sideline with a nice run is Joshua Jacobs.
I mean, right
from Folsom, California, stands 6'5", 296. You can hear the trainer coming when he gets going. Here's Ridley off of his hands.
Well, that's just
young. Always say that, and I'm not buying it. You're just trying to bail each other out.
I'm not the only. I'm not the one that. I'm not the only one.
It's a tight fraternity. 3rd down and 10. Barnett. Oh, tried to thread it in there
earlier in this ball game.
J.K. Scott to punt it away for the first time. Had a shank against Ole Miss, but otherwise going to hold off on that statue of their freshman quarterback. It's a 31-0 Ole Miss lead over Georgia.
State doesn't have athletes like that.
No, I was talking about simply the building. Here's Miles Washington, and he gets tripped up after a gain of 4.
And they're open at the top here.
Mitchell pressured. He's sacked again. Minka Fitzpatrick had some help from Tim.
On a host of you. Fitzpatrick gets there first.
Alabama.
And there's Tim Williams along with Jonathan Allen to make sure that he doesn't get away. But
will be a 30-second
sometimes blitzes are run for timing purposes.
Tim Williams last year
about the same time that Fitzpatrick hit him.
Xavier Marks from the 25. Nice vision. Marks to the 40. Looking for a block. He's got it. He's got help. Xavier Marks got to beat the punter. He beat the punter. Touchdown, Alabama. 75. Last week, it was Eddie Jackson.
Watch the block set up and just the ability to stop and start, cut, jump start or jump stop, and then it's a foot race. And you know it's over once the punter misses. Just speed.
You know, for a tackler, Derek Adams is a great punter. A little Olay, he didn't even touch him.
Just a little cut right there at the end, and I don't know that he got a hand on it.
The Ole Miss transfer. They've even gone to their backup kicker here. Papanastis to kick it off. Ernest Calhoun scoops it at the 10. Dynamic young dynamic veterans. Well, it's something we're talking with the director of athletics here, Bill Battle, before the game today. There's just so much.
You get the game day, it's easier. The game's easier than practice.
And it's one of the reasons that Nick Saban put his on 3rd and 4. Miles Washington trying to lay the wood on Reuben Foster. You're not going to win that battle very often. Marks took the last one for 75 yards in a score. He'll let this one pass by. and Holly will down it inside the 2.
Well, that's one he's got to feel. He's on him for down the road, and if that happens, you get it corrected right now so it doesn't happen when you're in a big time.
Let's take you to Tony Barnhart and Peter Burns back in the studio with the Cooper Tire halftime report. 1,033 all-purpose yards for Calhoun. And this one's kicked all the way out of the back of the end zone. 41-0 here. Let's take it back to the studio. Go on the road and lose at Ole Miss.
8-9 wins. And they were still unsettled. Was more of a runner than he is a thrower.
Well, hand it off on this play, and big time. He can get after the quarterback, that's for sure. To throw it on third is Bullis. He's able to find Raekwon James. This number on Jonathan Allen return against Ole Miss initially ruled an interception, but ruled a fumble after they went back to the film. Cost him some interception return yards. Xavier Marks taking down on the wide receiver split out left. Since he's brand new to the offense, they've gone so far as to dedicate a specific signal. When we see those signalers, and usually, Andre, most teams, whether you're sending in a real one or a dummy, Trayvon Diggs doesn't need a signal to get upfield. Whether you're
your own set of signals, because you get that, then you get to the line of scrimmage and you make your calls based on what the defense is giving you, Tom. You don't have to wait.
Sentences that are, 3 paragraphs long just to call a simple play.
Here's Diggs on the Jets sweep, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He just calls it K9, and now everybody can just go play football. Everybody knows what K9 means.
B.J. Emmons in at tailback. They certainly don't have a monopoly on this whole idea, but Lane Kiffin told us yesterday, said here I am trying.
And how about Nick Saban as well? Coach Saban adapting and changing and implementing some RPOs.
Jalen Hurts, first possession, second half for Alabama, pressured, and he will chuck that.
Listen,
it's not, they didn't reinvent
in which to do it with. It's just a matter of time before they start to really explode offensively.
One of the great new concepts in college football, or football as a whole. Hurts finds Derek Keefe, first reception of the season for Keefe, but it could be a quicker practice and less time on the field. Hurts throwing on the run again, and he goes back to Keefe.
Except right out here.
Hurts trying to pump and go into the end zone. Nothing there. Will take off. Hurts cuts back, bends it to the goal line, and gets tripped up by B.J. Emmons is the tailback. Oh, play action. Hurts fires. Caught after a bobble and a touchdown from 1 yard.
Nice job with the play fake, selling it. Nice calm movement to where it holds the defense. They don't know who has the ball. Could have been thrown a little bit more in front, but they also have a player there, and Nick Cuthbert.
Second extra point of the game. They're even creating depth at the kicker position. Need the ball more.
Yep.
Calhoun will bring it out from a yard deep. Tracked down in the open field out to the 13-yard line. Alabama already rolling some subs in on the defensive side of the ball, including Keith Holcomb. Jared Maiden, I believe, was on the field the previous snap, and they're going to run it right up the middle with their quarterback, Bullis. This will be the second largest gain of the day for Kent State. Most of those 68 yards coming on 2 plays. Incomplete there. On 2nd and 10. Rankin.
How about Dakota getting in there
on the end around? Cavius Price, the freshman from Bradenton, Florida. Pretty good Brandon pick. They're going to rugby style this one, try to keep it away from Xavier Marks. Down at the 37-yard line now for Alabama. Working behind a new offensive line. B.J. Emmons rips one off. Hey, Cole, one of the guys we ran into.
Alabama center guard tackle started at 3 different positions, winning 3 different national championships. I don't know if there's a...
1st and 10. And B.J. Emmons with the carry. Hedges in motion. And they'll go to the tight end out of Jefferson City, Missouri. Hale John Daly.
Pretty good.
Grandpa Ray, by the way, will be playing in it next summer. Grandpa Ray. Oh, timing was way off on that play. B.J. Emmons and Trayvon Diggs. Fuller, sophomore from Aurora, Ohio. Quarterback. pestered and flicks it incomplete. An extra pushing and shoving in the tail end. One-yard gain. Plays. I'd say they made an adjustment. They go on the crossing route to Nick Holley out of the slot, and he's able to pick up a first down and into Alabama. Desk at me. He was so upset. I knew then that he was what we're looking for in terms of defensive intensity. One of 6 sets of twins in the FBS. Looking for the jet sweep. Alabama saw it coming right there long.
Wow.
This is Cavius Price. Slices
messing around the entire practice. It was laser focused on every level to every single player.
On 4th and 5, they converted, and it's a huge gain for Will Matthews, who takes it inside. Will Matthews is the running back. Matthews hit, maybe got a yard. Holcomb there to bring him down. Goal. Play action. Bolus flushed, throws incomplete. Kent State wants a timeout. Paul Haynes came running on the field.
Timeout. Kent State.
Backfield. George Bolus looking to throw. Pumps, lobs, incomplete. You take the points, down 48. Can his offense score? 5 wide. Bolus flushed. Turns it upfield. He is in. Touchdown, Kent State.
Just the will to want to get in the end zone. Chased, and what an effort.
See if his knee was down before he got the ball to the pylon.
That's a touchdown.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. The previous play is under review.
In addition to the pylon, the other question is, where is the ball when his knee is down, and is it breaking the play?
And I'm not sure that really shows you that the knee is completely down. I mean, it looks there, looks like it from there, but you can't speculate.
All it has to do is to break the plane, which is the very front of that paint job.
I'm going to say that
the officials are looking at this exact screen that we're showing you. You see the DV Sport HD replay in the bottom of the corner. This is what they are looking at as they are looking at it. And they'll rock it forward and try to see when his knee was down and where the ball was when it was down. So that the officials and their help in the booth running those, then that would be a turnover on downs. That one looks like the ball has not broken the plane. But to your point, Andre, the question is, how clear can you be that the knee was down at that point?
After further review, the runner was down short of the goal line. The ball will go over on downs. It will be Alabama's ball, 1st and 10.
And so therefore the shutout remains intact. Take 6 off the board for Kent State. Under center. We'll hand it off. They'll get it out of the end zone. A nice run to create some space. Back to Gore. Tackle. Play action. Able to get it out to Gore. Colt. Thank you, Colt. Diggs on the jet sweep. Loses 2 yards. Incomplete. Alabama will punt it. Scott out of J.K. Mullen High School in Denver gets off the beauty.
Nice punt.
Fair catch taken by the coaching staff is so high on Jacobs. May have earned more playing time going forward. New quarterback in the game for Kent State. Tough scenario to discuss. The guy who'd been starting quarterback and to suggest transferring, but they wanted what's better. He'll take off with it.
10 300-meter speed on display again.
He won't lose this one in the sun. Takes it on a hop and immediately met by Holly. David Cornwell is now in at quarterback for Alabama, and they're running a first down. So the question is, can Jalen Hurts do that? He's got another good one. Well, on paper, he's got Ole Miss Georgia. 3rd and 5 and a big run for Gore.
Resembles Alabama. There's only about 2 or 3 in the country with schools on the same level. Ohio State, Oregon. Now that might be a place.
It's the third consecutive first-year quarterback that he's dealt with here for the Crimson Tide, and they continue to have success. And by the way,
Alabama gets the job done today against Nick Saban's alma mater, 2-0 now against Kent State. And for the Crimson Tide, they continue an impressive run. Nobody has more wins in consecutive order against unranked teams than Alabama's 62. It's a